Jai Hind students, and welcome you all to the online class of Shri Ram Public School. Once again, I welcome you all to the class of accountancy. I am your subject teacher Babita Pandey, presenting you today's topic of accountancy class. So first, before starting the class, I would like you to introduce today's topic. What things we are going to learn today. So in today's video, we are going to learn about dissolution of firm, what is mean by dissolution of firm, and what are the differences between dissolution of a partnership and dissolution of a partnership firm. What is the difference between these? So we will try to learn these things in today's video. So without wasting time, I would like to explain, first of all, I would like to explain the meaning of dissolution of partnership firm. What does it means? So dissolution of partnership firm is a situation when the business of that partnership firm is going to be ended. Okay, it is going to be ended. Why it ends? Dissolution of a partnership firm means, according to the Partnership Act 1932, dissolution of a partnership firm means that a firm closes down its business and comes to an end. Okay, when the firm is winding up its all business and coming to an end, that situation is called as dissolution of partnership firm. Now we have studied in our previous chapters of partnership that here there is a similar kind of term which is known as dissolution of partnership. So what is the difference between dissolution of partnership and dissolution of partnership firm? This will be the second topic of our today's lecture. See, if we are going to end a business of partnership firm, any partnership firm, if we are going to end that business, then that situation will be called as dissolution of partnership firm. Okay, and if for any reason, if we are going to end the partnership only, if we are going to end the partnership, that will be called as dissolution of partnership. And this situation may arrive as a result of retirement of any partner. Suppose there are 4 partners and one partner want to get exit from that partnership firm. He don't want to be a member of that partnership firm any further. So in that situation, if he is retiring from any partnership firm, then obviously the partnership will be dissolved. Okay. Now second situation will be like, if we want to admit a new partner, then also the partnership firm will not dissolve, only the partnership will be dissolved. The partnership will be dissolved to that situation. Why? Because we have to calculate a new ratio, new PSR, that is new profit sharing ratio we have to calculate, and most importantly that we have to reevaluate our assets and liabilities once again. In both the situation, either it is admission of a partner or it is retirement of any partner, we need to reassess or reevaluate our assets and liabilities. So this situation, when we are going to reevaluate our assets and liabilities and we are going to recalculate our profit sharing ratio, then that situation is called as dissolution of partnership. But if we are going to end our business, that no more, we don't want to do the business activity anymore in future, then that situation will be called as dissolution of partnership firm, in which we are going to end both the partnership relationship also and the business also. I hope you would have understood the meaning of dissolution of partnership firm. Now we are going to learn about the differences of partnership firm, dissolution of partnership firm and dissolution of partnership. We are going to differentiate between these two reasons. Students, we need to learn these things because from theory section also, in every board exams, there are some questions coming every year from this topic. Okay, so we need to, as a commerce student, we must be very specific about the differences between both these situations. So what are the differences between both these situations? First difference, see here I have written all the points of dissolution of partnership. What will be the situation in case of dissolution of partnership, and what will be the situation in case of dissolution of partnership firm. So first point I have written here, partnership is discontinued. Only the partnership, mind that, only the partnership will be discontinued. A new partnership will be formed after admission of new partner also, and at the time of retirement or death of an existing partner. In both the situation, a new partnership will be formed in case of dissolution of partnership. Okay, but if we talk about the dissolution of partnership firm, then it will be relation between firm. It will be the relation, end of relation between the firm and the partner cease to be end. That is the relation between partners and partnership firm. Both is going to be finished, end. Okay, so that situation is called as dissolution of partnership firm. Now coming on the second point, that is business activities remains continue in case of dissolution of partnership. If we are talking about dissolution of partnership, then business remains continues, only the partners are disturbed, or partnership conditions, partnership deed is disturbed in case of admission or retirement or death of any partner. Okay, but the business activities remains continues, the business remains continues. Okay, but if we are talking about dissolution of partnership firm, that no more business activities in that case. See here I have written discontinuation of business, that means no more business activities. We don't want to do any business now in that partnership firm. So now coming on the third point, that is revaluation account is prepared. If we are going to dissolve a partnership, then as I told you just now, we need to reevaluate or reassess our financial situation as per the market value. For that we need to prepare a revaluation account. Okay, you might be knowing this because you have studied that in term 1 also, in admission of partner, and in term 2 we have finished, just now we have finished the previous chapter, that is retirement or death of a partner. So revaluation account is prepared in case of dissolution of partnership. But if we are talking about dissolution of partnership firm, then realization account. Okay, mind it, this we are going to learn in this chapter. Realization account is made, or realization account is to be prepared. Okay, we need to realize the assets and we need to realize the liabilities also in cash. We need to realize that. Okay, so for that purpose realization account is made. Now coming on the last point, dissolution of partnership is totally voluntary in nature, whether the partners want it or not. It depends on the wish or the will of partners. If they want to admit a partner, then only they will admit a partner. If any partner want to get retirement from that existing partnership firm, then only that partnership firm will be retired. Okay, so it is totally voluntary in nature, but when we talk about dissolution of partnership firm, it is totally it is totally compulsory or voluntary in nature. That is, it can be in both manner. Either the partners want, as per their wish, they want to end the business of partnership firm, or it may be compulsorily dissolved by as per the Act of Partnership Act 1932. It may be compulsorily dissolved. There are specific conditions in which the partnership firm is compulsorily dissolved, that I have told you, the reasons I have told you in my previous lectures. Okay, so this was the topic, these was the differences between a partnership, dissolution of a partnership and dissolution of a partnership firm. Okay, I hope you would have understood all the points. If you have any doubt, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Today's Homework is to revise the theory portion of this chapter, and tomorrow we will have a question answer, sort of a question answer revision type of session. That's all for today's video. Thank you and have a good day everyone.